So a quick little recap. In the last part I made the boot covers and I started making the top part of the staff. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it down below so you guys can go check that out. But now we're carrying on with making the top part of the staff. So I just remade the cone, but this time I used double-sided tape on the back because I realized the glue was like lifting. So the only problem is, I don't know if you can see right there, the cardboard got a bit folded. I don't know how to fix that, so we're just gonna have to go with it, and I'm gonna try my best not to bend the others because obviously I don't wanna ruin it. But yeah, I don't have anything like a cone shape that I can like mold it around, so I can't even get in there to smooth it out. I'm just gonna deal with it the way it is. But I think that's fine. I think I'm just being extra. So yeah, now I'm gonna make 4 more of those, and then I need to make 4 smaller ones as well. Okay, so I've made all my little cones. Some of the edges aren't fully like stuck down. I don't know why. I've tried pressing them. They stick, but then they come off, so I'm just going to leave it as is. So now that I have all of these, I'm going to stick them on this using some hot glue gun. Hot glue gun using some hot glue. I like cut down the edges and then did this little thing on the inside, so hopefully it's got a little bit more, you know, space to stick down, more space for the glue. So hopefully that works out. I am going to stick them down and then I'm going to give it a spray paint once it's all dry. Da da da, it is all glued and it's looking really, really cool. Like, I'm so excited. There is a little bit of spillage on the edges. I don't know if you can see. It's like a tiny bit of spillage of the glue on the outside, and I did try to clean up as much as I could, but hot glue dries really quick, so I just left it. I still think it looks pretty good. And then here is a star that I spray painted. Hang on. Ba-ba. Oh my god, it looks so freaking cool! Now that I've glued this, I'm just going to put this to a side somewhere where it is not dangerous and won't get smushed. And now I'm just going to glue back on, you know, these little things. I think I'm just going to use hot glue because that's what they were glued on with. But I do have some Gorilla Glue if for some reason these don't stick. And I'm only going to stick them to the front. I'm not going to bother with the back because you won't really be seeing the back. And plus the back of this is a bit, you know what, yeah, actually we will glue it to both sides because why not? I do need to touch up the paint on the back slightly because it got stuck to something, so some of the paint came off, but I think I'm just going to hand paint that afterwards. But for now, let's glue this down. Okay, so here's where we're at. We have this made, we have my lovely star made. I need to glue this in here, but before that I need to spray paint this whole thing gold. Before I spray paint anything else, I thought I might as well get the staff done and then I can just spray paint everything in one go. So here is the staff, the broom. As you can see, I did take the plastic covering off it. The inside actually looks pretty good. Unfortunately, it does have like these like cracks down one side, so I thought this side would just be the back side, but I did try filling it with a little bit of hot glue and I tried to like make it a bit smoother so it doesn't stick out. So hopefully when I spray paint it you don't see the cracks, but if the glue is too visible, then because it is hot glue gun, I'll just like scrape it off and then just spray it and just deal with the crack. Now the next stage is making the other little accessories that will get stuck onto this, and then once I've done that and I've cut everything, I'm going to spray paint everything, and the final stage is obviously to glue everything together. Also, my original plan was to saw this, maybe take off like this much because it seems a bit too long, but I'm going to do that right at the end just before I spray paint this because I feel like I actually might not even need to. But that might change, we'll see. Okay, so obviously this is what it looks like. It will be straight when I finish with it. So basically my plan is this little part right here that is behind this point is going to get spray painted gold. On the original staff there was like a little gold piece, but I don't think I actually have anything that would fit here and that would look good, so I'm just going to leave that and just spray paint it gold and that will do the trick. And underneath that there's like this red bauble and then like a little gold piece. So for the red bauble I obviously have my Christmas baubles, and the plan is to get one of those and to cut a hole in the top and the bottom so I can literally just slide it on here, and then once it's on here I will obviously glue it down so it doesn't shimmy about, and then to make like the little part that goes underneath there I'm gonna use Ba-ba-ba-bum. This is a little travel spray bottle that I've literally never used. I have 2 of these. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a hole around this end and a hole on this top end. That way the bottom part is more tapered, so it'll fit nice and snug, and the top part is nice and wide, so I can get this and just like glue it on. And then the final bit that I need to do for the staff in terms of accessories is deal with this little piece. So at the end of her staff she has like this little gold piece with like a little red piece at the bottom. Obviously I couldn't find the right bits, so I'm just going to use, this is like the handle that came with the broom. So our plan is to spray paint this whole thing gold, and then with yet another Christmas bauble, because I bought many, a really smaller one, I'm basically going to do the same thing where like I sort of cut a hole and I'm just going to like slide it on and just glue it on top of this like little bottom part. So it's kind of going to look like that, but it'll actually be on there. And hopefully, like I'm looking at the picture, obviously it's a bit different, but I feel like I'll do the trick. So now I'm gonna go get ready, put on my mask, my glasses and all that jazz, because I'm gonna be cutting these. Yesterday was chaotic, right? But on the bright side, I got some stuff done with my stuff. Let me show you. Ba-bum. I think I showed this part on camera, but yeah, I've got this. I was so scared that I would like align these incorrectly, because obviously if the circles aren't directly on top of each other, like the holes, then when it goes on, it just will not sit nicely. So that was lovely, nice, done nicely. I've got this little part which took forever. This is the one where I stabbed myself on, by the way. This is the one I was trying to cut, because this one was much smaller than this, so I had less grip to like hold on to. Anyway, I'm making another one. As you can see, I am trying to, do you see that? Trying to cut through this. It is taking the absolute pee. Don't know what kind of plastic they use, but it is so super strong, it's taking the piss. But yeah, once I eventually cut this, it will sit down here nicely. I'm thinking of maybe chopping it at about here. I need to be bigger than this one, but not too big, so I'm thinking maybe having it like this length. Yeah, that was about right. So this ended up being just a touch too big, so I will have to glue this down. I just put a little bit of hot glue in there, and now it fits nice and, oh gosh, now it fits nice and snug. Maybe a little too snug, but hey, it won't come off. So I guess that's a plus. Now that that's done, I'm gonna cut a mini one of these so it fits nice and snugly on top of this. And now that is nice and done. I'm just gonna spray paint this gold. I feel like this is too long. I feel like I need to cut it to like this ring here, so God, I'm gonna try, but this is really stiff, so I might need to whip out the actual saw, but I will give it a go with my mini one and see if that works. So it took ages, but I did cut it. I had to use the actual saw because using my little drill thing, it's too weak. I knew I should have got I did see the more powerful one, but I was like, will I really need it? How often am I going to do this? I'll be fine with the baby version, but I think having a stronger one would have been better, so I can just cut through it better. Or maybe I just need real power tools. But anyway, that is a problem for another day. For now, I managed to get through it with a saw, and then I use my little tool to like sand it just so it's a bit nicer. I do have a few little hiccups on the side. If it will focus, can you see? A few little hiccups, because using a saw is really hard, man. It just wants to poke everything else. But yeah, it's fine. Did the trick. I don't really care about the marks. I'll just put the more ugly side at the back. And plus, it's on the floor. Who's gonna look at this? Why am I being so extra? But yeah, so I've trimmed this. I think it's a literally perfect length, because now I can just pop this in, and obviously I'll glue it on properly. And boom, look at that. So nice. Wow. Okay, so now I'm gonna put everything on here, and we're gonna see how big it is and see how much I need to trim, because this is a big boy. So this is what it's looking like so far. Do not look at the mess of the room. I know it's very messy. I've just noticed this, oh God, it's not gonna focus with it, but this is basically starting to lift a little bit. Focus, please, I beg you, focus. There you go. It's starting to lift here a little bit, so I will have to put more glue here, and then eventually when this is all painted, I'm gonna actually glue this to this like that, so hopefully it just stays a bit better. But as you can see, it is pretty large, so I think I'm gonna chop it so it's about, comes up to here. I don't know, I'm gonna look at some more pictures and then figure out. They say it's roughly 1 meter long, and obviously this is way more than 1 meter, so I'll do some measuring and figure out, see what I like. And then I've got to saw this, which honestly is gonna be the hardest because I've never sawed through wood before with like a handsaw, so yeah, that'll be fun. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so a few ideas for the length. Oh my gosh, oh, smacked it. So yeah, I have like this marking, I have this marking, I have this marking. I'm gonna start off with the furthest marking on this side and see how I like it. If I don't like it, I'll go an inch up, and if I really don't like it, I'll go higher. But I feel like one of these two will be perfect, so I'm just chopping off about that much. It's not too much, but yeah. And then after that, it's time to spray paint it all. Okay, so I gave it a cut. It does look a bit small. It really does, but there's nothing I can do right now because it's chopped. And I did chop it at like the longest length. Let's sand down the ends because I need to sand down the ends so I can get this thing on properly. And then we'll see how it looks. Okay, so I sanded it down to the best of my ability. It looks neat. I do need it to be like a little bit more tapered. This is not focusing. I do want it to be a little bit more tapered so the little bump piece can slide on easily. Right now it goes on, but like I have to force it on, which I suppose is good in a way because that means it won't fall off. But at the same time, this is a bit annoying to put on. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here because I can't seem to take anything off. And I don't have any tools to like carve wood, or else I could have carved more off. And I don't want to use a saw because that is just not what a sword is made for. A sword? A saw. But yeah, now it's time to spray paint everything. Hey guys, so it is the last and final day that I can work on this stuff. It is currently Saturday and Comic-Con is tomorrow. I wish I had time to do this earlier, but unfortunately I was babysitting, so I gotta wrap this stuff up today and literally, hopefully, within the next few hours. So the stuff is over there. I spray painted the other side and I let it dry because, oh my god, this paint literally takes forever to dry. So that is over there doing its business, and now we're moving on to making the little wings that will sit on either side of this. So we'll have like a wing here and like a wing here. So my plan to get these wings to sit was, well, I had a few different plans. I'll show you my very bad sketches. So sketch one was, well, idea number one was to basically make two separate wings and have them attached together with wire, and I basically tie the wire around the pole to keep it on. It'd look a little messy, but like it would stay on. But my only worry with that is because they're on wire, they might like want to bend up and down and move around a little bit. My second idea was to have the wings all attached, so it'd be two big pieces of like cardboard, in the middle there'd be a small piece of cardboard, and I would literally just glue this to the part that was connected here, which was this, because it's going to sit like so when it's done. So I'd literally just glue it to like the back of this so it'd stay still. But then I was worried if like the glue fades, or if during the day, like, you know, wear and tear, it will just fall off. I was thinking of all these possibilities. So my last idea was to do something like this. This is my very rubbish drawing of this item. But basically, I'm going to do the exact same idea as this, but where the wings connect, I'm going to have 4 little holes, and on this, I'm going to drill 4 little holes. So I'm going to glue it, and then I'm going to get some wire, fish it through, and then tie it. So that way, it's not only glued, but tied together with wire, and hopefully that will keep it nice and tight and snug and in place. But yeah, now I'm going to get some cardboard, I'm going to paint it white, and then start gluing down my feathers. Okay, so I did a rough drawing of what I think it will look like. Ignore the mess down here. I'm actually going to cut it a lot smaller than this. So I'm going to cut it like, maybe like about yay big. And these parts are going to obviously get filled in with the actual feathers itself. But I tried my best. I feel like it kind of works. It looks a bit dodged, but I feel like it works. But yeah, now I'm going to cut this out, to trace it onto cardboard, and cut it out. And hopefully we end up with decent looking wings. I am so grateful that I hoard boxes. This is from our TV that we got like, what, 2 years ago now? Tal always told me to throw it away, and I said no, because I will need it one day. And lo and behold, here I am needing it. This is what it's looking like so far. I think it's looking pretty good. I might move this over ever so slightly, just so you see this separate edge. I don't want it to be too close, but it's looking good. It's looking good. I'm just going to draw around it and then chop, 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 chop all the way around it. So I'm going to let that dry, flip it over, spray the other side, let it dry, and then go in with the glue and the feathers I just want a white base just so you don't see any of the brown cardboard peeking through. It took an insane amount of glue and almost 2 packs of feathers, but I finally finished just the front of this. I started with this side, then moved on to this side. I feel like I did this side a little bit better, but hey ho, I think it's fine. And then now it's time to flip it over and do feathers on the back. I don't think I have enough of like these thin feathers, so I think I'm just going to use a different size feather on the back because, to be honest, you'll only be looking at it from the front anyway. So, oh, also I need to trim this little bit right here. But yeah, time to do the other side. I lost track of how long it's been, but here are the wings looking nice and lovely. Look at that. So pretty. So this is like the back part, and this is the front part that everyone will see. I am loving it. I need to fix this corner. This corner looks a bit ooey. But yeah, now that's done, it's time to assemble everything together because I'm pretty sure my staff is fully dry. So I just put the light on so you can see a little bit better. Oh gosh, I do not want to trip. I've got shit literally all over my floor. But here's the staff, cut nicely. And I put the spray on. Spray feels a little tacky, but this is like a gloss spray, so maybe that's just how it's supposed to feel. This is like the back part. It looks a little icky, but that's because it had holes and I tried to glue it shut, but for the most part it looks fine. It's the back anyway. And then obviously I've got the gold top part where everything's going to get assembled on the top. Okay, so the plan is I've got some Yoo-hoo glue. I'm going to put it inside this, like on the inside, put it on the bottom, and then just stab it on the ground until it fully goes on, because obviously I didn't get to sand this down enough to the point where it will easily slide on. So I'll force it and I'll try my best. I feel like that is the best that I can do. I feel like it's on there pretty securely. Now, I'm going to get the little bottom piece. I'm going to do the same thing, just sort of put glue on the inside around the rim and just glue it on. I'll probably put a little bit of glue here as well. Are you fucking kidding me? So it snapped. I think I might have used a touch too much force. Please focus, focus. Gosh. So yeah, it did snap. It's very, very dodge podge now. So I'm unfortunately going to have to just make another one. But you know what? I think I'm going to do that at the end because that doesn't need a lot of force at all. So I'll do that after. For now, let's do the rest of the stuff. So the next step I need to use some hot glue for. And I'm basically gonna take my star and I'm gonna stick it in here and just glue that down. It's looking so good. So basically I hot glued all the corners and then I was like, I need some reinforcement. So I have like this ribbon that I hot glued all the way around, including like each corner. So hopefully that holds it in place a bit more. It's not super ugly to look at either from the back. Oh, thank gosh, I had it the wrong way around. Oh, this is heavy, by the way. Like, she ain't light. Oh. I think I'm actually gonna start crying. I think I'm actually gonna cry. Oh, I'm happy with the placements. However, me being the big Dumbo that I am, I forgot I need to drill holes in these. So, this positioning is perfect. Let me just mark out where I want the holes. Since I'm going to take this off and do some drilling, I am just going to go make another one of these while I'm at it. So this is actually the third one I made. The second one that I made cracked again. So this time I just made it a touch too big. That way it will just literally easy slide on and off, and I will just glue that in place. But before I glue it, I'm going to put glue on the insides and hopefully try and seal, not seal, but like trying to reinforce. Like, you know how it's 2 pieces of plastic stuck together? I'm going to try and reinforce that so it doesn't crack. Because, oh god, I do not want to deal with that again. But yeah, now I've done that, I'm going to glue this and then go to drilling like the 4 holes. I wish I got this done sooner, but hey ho, story of my life. At least I'm not doing it tomorrow morning, because that was the old me. The new me gets it done the night before. my battery died, but she's done. I'm literally so happy with it. Like, there's a few things that when I look at it, I'm just like, ugh, I wish I could have did you better. But you know what? For my first attempt at ever making a prop, I think I did pretty good. And I did it on a budget, so I'm happy. But yeah, I will give you guys like a full 360 twirl of this tomorrow when I'm in full cosplay. For now, just enjoy it like this. But yeah, very happy, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the morning. Also, I will be vlogging when I'm at Comic-Con, so that will be like a separate video probably on my other channel. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now because I think I deserve it. It is currently 12:31. I need to sleep because I'm meeting my friends early, so yeah. But yeah guys, that brings us to the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and don't forget you guys can follow me on social media at SaimaSmiles, like for Instagram and Twitter, and at SaimaChow_ for my TikTok. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!